Because that's what it is. Man programmed the phone to tell it what to do. Without man's mind on a computer chip, the phone is useless. So we have access to this artificial intelligence, and you can go on your phone and ask your phone to tell me everything about life. Tell me everything about murder. Tell me everything about backbiting. Tell me everything about Jesus. And you're going to find something in there because the artificial intelligence has been programmed to respond to something that you could go in here and find yourself. That's why I say phone ain't that smart. The same thing you ask your phone is right here because it's going to tell you where to go. So we got to understand it's not nobody's fault when we screw up. It's on us. The one thing we got to do is learn how to accept responsibility. You got to learn how when you made a mistake, accept the responsibility of the mistake and move on. Because I understand a mistake is just somebody else's perfect idea. That's what a mistake is. Somebody else's perfect idea. And you try to grab that and make it your own. Come on, somebody. Jesus said the same thing to his counterparts, to his foes, to his adversaries. Jesus said, in verse number 1 of chapter 12, he said, and he began to speak unto them by parables. See, Jesus had to make it clear. He spoke to them by parables because Jesus understood that parables only meant something to somebody who was spiritual. Only meant something to somebody who was spiritual. You see, the Pharisees, Sadducees, the scribes, all of them, they didn't want no part of Jesus. And I'm going to show you why. At verse number 12, at chapter 12, verse number 1, he said, he began to speak unto them by parables. This is what he said. He said, a certain man did what? He did what? He planted a vineyard. And did what? Set a hedge about it. Digged a place for the wine vat, built a tower, and then he let it out to husbandmen and went into a far country. In other words, he leased it. He built it. It's just like an apartment building. He built it. He rented it out. He leased it out. King James Version said he let it out. And what did he do? He went into a far country. But just like the landlord on the first of every month, I don't care where he is, rent due. I don't care where your landlord lives. He might live in Tahiti. But the rent got to be paid. So I don't know how long it take a 5-day notice to come from Tahiti. But with the invention of email, I'm pretty sure he can get that to you in about 30 seconds. Hello? So he leased it. Understand, listen to what he said. This is, first of all, understand the theological aspect of this particular parable. When he began to speak the parable, he said, certain man planted a vineyard. The certain man is God. The certain man is God. Who is the vineyard? The vineyard is Israel. Come on, somebody. So God took Israel from where they were and planted them where they are. That's what he did. He planted them where they are. And he provided everything that they need for where they are. He built towers. He built the wine vats. And then he put them in charge of spreading the gospel. They were to be the examples to the world. They were to be the reason why we saved. Because God put the oracles, the law, the command, the precepts, the judgment. He put that in Israel's hand. And then he called them a holy people. A peculiar people. Come on, somebody. That's what he said. This is your job. Be an example. So people will know me through you. Hello, somebody. why you understand now who the certain man is and who the vineyard is. Verse number 2. But at the season, he sent to the husbandman a servant. And he sent that servant that he might receive from the husbandman the fruit of the vineyard. Come on, somebody, look at somebody and say it's rent day.